Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to Iron Digital. I'm your host D Wills, and in today's video I'm gonna go over a couple different articles about what's happening in the crypto space. It's not a lot that's going on in the markets right now, so this video will be kind of on the short side. But anyway, let's get into this video real quick. It says here, Ukrainian police seizes 3,800 PS4 consoles used for illegal crypto mining. Miners used an empty warehouse of an electricity supply company to plug into the grid and mine crypto on a variety of devices, including gaming consoles. Ukrainian authorities have raided an alleged illicit crypto farm in the country, according to an official announcement from the Security Service of Ukraine. The facility was located on the former premises of JSC, I don't even know what that is, an electricity supply company. The illegal crypto miners concealed their activities by manipulating electricity meters to steal electricity from JSC Veni something. Wow, that's pretty serious, manipulating meters. They get you pretty hard in the States for that kind of stuff. Anyway, described as the largest underground mining operation discovered by the Ukrainian police, the farm housed nearly 5,000 computer equipment units, including 3,800 PlayStation 4 consoles, over 500 graphic cards, 50 processing units, notebooks, phones, and flash drives. The SBU estimated the state's monthly losses due to electricity theft, which had the potential to cause electricity shortages for the entire city of Vinnytsia, to range between $186,000 to $259,000. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Jeez, they kind of got their hands on everything they could to try to mine as much Bitcoin as they can, I guess. Yeah, this kind of stuff is common. I don't think it's going to go away anytime soon. I'm not sure exactly how this area is concerning mining crypto as far as what restrictions they have on it. But especially in certain areas like this, you're going to have a lot of illegal operations going on. Trust me when I tell you, there's a whole lot more operations that are going on illegally concerning mining crypto. So this is just the first of many. Yeah, but 3,800 PS4s. Yeah, that's it's not a good thing. Anyway, next article. Here's why Bitcoin is the reinvention of money, according to on-chain analyst Willy Woo. Now, he did an interview with Anthony Pompliano, and I meant to check that out, but I had a good amount of interviews that I needed to really check out. That was one of them. I missed it, but I am definitely going to look at that interview, especially after this article. Bitcoin analyst Willy Woo is outlining why he believes Bitcoin is a significant advancement in the history of money. Woo, who earlier this week said Bitcoin whale movements are signaling a bottom, maps out why he believes Bitcoin is reinventing the monetary system. Calling Bitcoin the type of event that happens just once in 10,000 years, Woo says the flagship cryptocurrency will shape the monetary system as much as the advent of currency did in the agrarian age. The monetary base of civilization is about to reset. More than reset, reinvented. People are looking at this as reinventing money. Money gets reinvented every roughly 100 years. That is true. If you look at when money was invented, it was the agrarian age, so we shifted from not trading to actually using money in agriculture. I think this is the same thing. We're going from this kind of industrial age to a digital age, but it's the first reinvention of money since the agrarian revolution. It's a 1 in 10,000 year event. He also predicts Bitcoin is going to reach $1 million in the future. Okay, Dan Held is calling this a super cycle. I'm thinking this might be the last cycle, meaning at this point Bitcoin doesn't see this very strongly imprinted 4-year cycle, and we do more of a random walk. It's highly correlated to macro, and we just random walk all the way up to $1 million in a few years. It's possible. It is possible. Obviously this is bullish news for Bitcoin. I do have potential problems with Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is the OG. They laid the foundation and the blueprint for all the other cryptos that exist today. So you got to put some respect on his name, right? When I see articles like this, it definitely makes me bullish. I mean, it's almost impossible not to get bullish when you see articles like this. Willie Woo, Michael Saylor, them both talking about Bitcoin and how it's going to get to $1 million, and you just see the level of conviction that they have, when they talk about this. Even especially Michael Saylor, I mean, he's like, dump everything into Bitcoin. Now I think I'm one of those people who think part of that has to do with him obviously wanting to pump his bags because he has a lot of Bitcoin. So you want to get more people in it so that they can, make the price increase. So yeah, good news for Bitcoin. Bitcoin with the W again. Anyway, let's get into this last article. Young investors taking big risks to own Bitcoin and Dogecoin according to new UK survey. Young British investors are taking on large financial risks to get their hands on Bitcoin and Dogecoin according to a new poll by market research firm Optium. Optium surveyed 1,000 UK citizens between 18 and 29 years old from June 21st to June 25th. The results of the survey showed that Bitcoin is the most popular cryptocurrency, with 20% of survey participants claiming they bought the King coin at some point. The survey notes, however, that young British investors are taking on additional risk to purchase Bitcoin. Among those who invested in Bitcoin, half reported that they turned to debt to fund their investments, with 23% using a credit card, 17% relying on student loans, and 16% leveraging another type of loan. On those who bought the popular meme cryptocurrency Dogecoin, 27% said they used a credit card, 17% used student loans, 12% cited another type of loan to fund their Doge purchase. This research also shows that cryptocurrencies are entering the mainstream as an option for young UK investors. Articles like this, when you see this survey, you can see that the millennial and the Gen Z generations are really going through a tough time trying to acquire assets and trying to build wealth. When we look at the Gen X, or we look at the boomer generation, who did extremely well. I mean, pretty much up until that point, I believe every generation has done better than the next. I mean, that's the way it's supposed to work with all things, even technology. A first generation iPhone doesn't look or compare to a 11 or 12 generation iPhone. I mean, things are supposed to get better as time goes on, and the millennial and the Gen Z generation are like, this is the first time that the generations are suffering. They're actually going back because they don't have enough. And that's what you're seeing with a lot of this stuff. A lot of this stuff is just a result of them actually not having any money at all to invest in Bitcoin. And I know that they tell you, okay, only invest what you can lose. Well, what if you don't have much money at all? What if you don't have anything? I know that that's an extreme statement. I mean, you can have something, right? Nobody wants to go ahead and work the 9-to-5 job and just put $50 or $100 a week or every other week inside of crypto and just take the longer route. People want to try to get it as fast as they can so that they can quit their jobs and all of that kind of stuff. And I do get it. But as a result, you're going to see a lot more of this stuff as far as the generations using credit cards and student loans and every other kind of loan that they can get their hands on because they want to build wealth and they don't have money. And inflation is high everywhere. In the US, in the UK, doesn't matter. They're all high. And so more and more of this kind of stuff, I see this kind of stuff only getting worse before it gets better, unfortunately. And I think that this does have a lot to do with the markets tanking the way they did as well. And it's just it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. The way our economy is set up, things definitely need to change in terms of monetary policy and fiscal policy. And until they do, and until the change is complete, a lot of this stuff is going to continue getting out of hand. A lot of degenerative gambling, which I've talked about in other videos, and it's just unfortunate with this thing. You know, the generations are just doing bad. I mean, this is not a good thing when you see the millennials and Gen Z taking out as much debt as they can to acquire assets, particularly cryptocurrencies, because they're a lot cheaper and the returns is a lot higher. But anyway, that's all the news that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, please take a look at some of the other content. Subscribe to the channel. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take it easy. Peace.